Stop calling yourself lazy. Seriously, stop. Because what if I told you you're not lazy at all? Your brain is actually trying to protect you. And that's exactly why you feel stuck, why you keep procrastinating. Even when you know what you need to do, you're not broken, you're misunderstood. Welcome to Wiser with Akshata. I'm your host Akshata. On this channel, we talk about psychology, healing, and self growth, and everything to make you a better version of yourself. I know I haven't been consistent for a while. It's been a minute. I was preparing for this entrance exam, and after that, I was feeling really burned out, so I took a break. But here we are again. Thank you so much for coming to watch me, I guess. Okay, then let's dive into the video. So, how many times have you planned your whole day in advance that I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll wake up early, I'll do my exercise, my meditation, I'll do everything, I'll get everything done, I'll be that girl. But then that day comes and you keep snoozing the alarm again and again and again, and you keep doing everything except what you were supposed to do at that day. Maybe you had to do some work. You open your laptop, you stare at the screen blankly. Maybe you type one sentence and then you start switching tabs. You start scrolling something. You start like deep diving into some, I don't know, celebrity gossip or something I like, that is crime documentaries. And suddenly 2 hours are gone and you feel worse. And then the voice in your head goes like, why am I like this? Why do I keep doing this? I'm so lazy and I have no discipline. But what if that's not true at all? In psychology, we don't just look the behavior on the surface, we deep dive. We understand what is the function of that behavior. How is that behavior serving us? Because your brain is not stupid. It just doesn't randomly start to sabotage you. It knows what it's doing. It's on your team. It is on your team. It works in your way, just trying to help you, but just in a very outdated way. Your brain has a primary job. It is to keep you safe, not successful, not productive, not confident, safe. And sometimes safety becomes more important than success. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest reasons behind procrastination, which is perfectionism. And I don't mean like the aesthetic kind of perfectionism, I mean the kind where you feel like if it's not perfect, then it's not worth doing at all. For example, you want to start a YouTube channel, but you're afraid, oh my god, my background, it is not the most aesthetic one. So you think about, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel when I move out. Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel when I get rich. Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel when I get my own room. Own room? When my own when I get my own room. But the list goes on and it's never ever perfect. So this is your sign to go get that bag. Go start that YouTube channel or social media platform that you want, because you can change those things once you become successful. Just start. Another example is you want to study but you don't, because you think, I will study when I have the perfect resources, the perfect books, the perfect mentors, the perfect teachers, and everything. And I'll study when I perfectly understand everything. But tell me one thing, how are you going to understand it if you don't start at all, honey? This reminds me of that movie. What was that movie's name? I don't remember the name of this movie. Comment down below if you know the name of that movie, where the protagonist gives the example that his best friend will take out his car the day every signal shows green light. So you want everything to be perfect. You want the green light in every signal. But you won't know if there is green, yellow, or red light until you take your car out. Now it reminds me of Squid Game, and I have like a stream of thoughts now, and I need to stop. I need to Focus, 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 focus. Lost my focus. Focus. So, what does your brain do to protect you? It says, if it's not perfect, let's not do it at all. Because if you don't do it, you can't fail, you can't be judged, you can't feel you're not enough. So, the cycle begins. You set high expectations, you feel really pressured. You start overthinking, you delay the task, you feel temporary relief, but then guilt hits, shame hits, and your self esteem drops. And this is really important, listen carefully. You are not avoiding the task, you are avoiding the discomfort associated in the brain. And sometimes it's even deeper than that. You're not overthinking, you feel stuck, like your body won't move. And this is called the freeze response, where your nervous system feels overwhelmed. It doesn't fight, it doesn't run, it freezes, it shuts down. Like, remember one of those times when you're sitting with your work, but you just can't start, and you scroll mindlessly even when you're not enjoying it. You just can't stop scrolling. You tell yourself, I'll start in 5 minutes, again and again and again. That's not laziness, that's your body saying it doesn't feel safe. And a lot of this doesn't start in your present, it starts in your past. If you grew up in an environment where you were appreciated only when you did things perfectly fine, or you were criticized over small little mistakes, or you felt like you had to prove your worth over and over again, but your brain learned something powerful, that if I'm not perfect, that I'm not enough. I won't be loved, I won't be accepted, I won't be safe. So now, when you start to do something important, it just doesn't feel like a task. It feels like a test of your self worth. And your brain goes, it's too risky. Let's avoid it. So now we have some tools that we can use to beat procrastination. Number one is do it badly. Not perfectly, not beautifully, badly. For example, write a first messy draft. Write a messy first draft. Write a first, write a messy. Write a messy first draft. Look at my body being imperfect. Or record that video even if you hate it. And study even when you don't understand anything. The thing is to start and do it badly. Don't set any goals to do it. Like, I'm gonna give it up to this standard that I set for myself. Like this standard. I know, like I admit I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if you are a perfectionist out there, hey, I see you. But when you start out, try to, I know it's really hard, but try to start. Don't set yourself in a standard where you need to do it perfectly. Just have a goal that I'll do it badly. I'll just do it badly today. And that is the goal. Then how are you going to fail at that, right? Unless you do it really well. So you don't fail, right? Because action creates clarity, not perfection. Number two is the 5 minute rules. Number two is the 5 minute rule. Tell your brain that I'll just do it for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, then I'll stop. And there is no pressure to finish it. If you want to start working out, I'll just work out for 5 minutes. That's it. Then I'll stop. And you tell that to your brain and you start doing it. And many times you'll see that when you actually start, you want to do it more. You want to still continue doing it after 5 minutes. If you feel like that, good, go for it. Otherwise, stop. Because we are teaching our brains that it is safe to start, because the biggest hurdle is starting anything. And when you get in that momentum, that is when the magic happens. We can also associate it with motivation. Motivation doesn't just comes in the beginning, it also comes during the task and after doing that task. This works because your brain stops viewing it as a threat. Number three is name the fear. Sit with yourself and ask, what am I afraid of right now? For example, what if people will judge me? Am I afraid of failing? Am I afraid of not being enough? Or I just don't want to look stupid? Awareness breaks the pattern. You can just sit with your little journal and write down your fears around why you cannot start doing something. Number four is regulate your body. If your nervous system is overwhelmed, you can't just think your way out of it. So calm your body first, take deep breaths, slow down. I have a whole video about nervous system. You can go check it out. You step away and you reset. Number five is change your self talk. Stop attacking yourself. Stop being your biggest hater. Instead of telling yourself, I'm lazy, from today, nobody is going to say, I'm lazy in this community. No, not allowed. From today, acknowledge how you're feeling. Okay, so I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I feel scared. I might need a little support right now. I might be feeling I'm not enough. You acknowledge your feelings. The way you talk to yourself changes how you show up. You, my love, were never lazy. You were always protecting yourself from not feeling enough, from the judgments, from failure. But now you see it, right? And when you see it, you can change it. So next time you procrastinate, don't shame yourself. Instead, understand yourself like you would understand a friend. And then take a little small, little tiny step forward. If you enjoyed this video, you can go check out my other videos, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye. I love you. Did you like this? This is a crochet flower. This is a crochet flower, and I put the mic on it. Okay. Bye bye.